Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to FTRL Performance League. We are here for round 7 in Australia, and it should be a good one. Last week, apologies for not streaming it. I had a family event, and I'll briefly run you through the order of what happened last race. But yeah, round 7, Australia, here we go. Right. Okay, so I'm just getting the results up for the last race. Okay, so in the top 10 for last week's performance race was, in first place came Dutch Tricks in the McLaren. Cress and Panda came second and third in the Haas and Williams. 4th, 5th and 6th, Tico, Joe Burns and Chicken Guy. 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th, Blue Flag, Matt Cause, Hammer Time and the Quakes. And the last two finishers of that race in 11th and 12th was Torco Racer and FTRL Panini. People who did not finish that race was Remco. No. Torco and Panini did not finish that race. Apologies. So they did not finish as well as Aaron, I believe, as far as I can see. So yeah, pretty much rounds it all up. And little birdie has told me that it's gonna run. Panini's gone. Must have been a very slidey exit. Okay. Yeah, slidey exit coming off the exit curb there. Very unlucky for Panini. So, looking at the Performance League standings after Singapore, we have no changes at the top. FTRL Panda leads the championship with 85 points, which is 29. Catamies has gone, not sure where that was. We will ride on board with onto the podium. He leads the championship by 29 points to second place Joe Burns. 3rd, 4th and 5th is Dutch Tricks, Matt Cause and Blue Flag. 6th, 7th and 8th is onto the podium FTRL Panini, Cress. 9th, 10th and 11th is Spurge, Hammer Time and Aaron. 12th, 13th and 14th the Quakes, Chicken Guy, Ravers, Revenge. 15th, 16th, 17th, Tico, Willy Tix, F1 Sophie. And then 18th, 19th and 20th is Goikarp, Remco and FTRL Daddy. So yeah, first times have been set. Panda sets a 123.7 championship leader, does very well. We've got a few comments in the stream, so let's dive into those. Got a new viewer, Wyke, came to say hello. Hello, Raver's Revenge. Onto the podium says a 124.2. Down board with Aaron. It's just coming to the end of his lap now. And he goes pole, a 123 dead. It's a brilliant lap from Aaron. Larkus, my bad. aka Luke. Appreciate you joining, mate. 12 minutes left of this session. 5 times currently, and Blue Flag has got a 125 completely flat. So that is an achievement to get it stopped dead on that. He'll say he meant that. So we will ride on board with Matt Cause, who may have just invalidated his lap. The yellow in sector 1. He's continuing to go with it. DRS open, see what he gets. 123.3, 3/10 off pole. We will ride on board with Chicken Guy for the rest of this lap in the Renault. DRS open. Uses all of the track there. Slides, massively slides, but dives into the pits in the end. Tim and 12 in the Haas. Can he join his teammate on the front row? Believe he's just about to start a lap. We will ride on board with this lap as well, unless Cressy's coming in the pits, so we'll ride on board with this. Track's been a bit rubbered in now, so we'll take you through this. Just going over turn 1. Too much curb. Careful of the exit pass there. Then turn 4. Very nice. Touch that exit curb. Come into turn 5. Careful you don't slide off there. Controls it. Turn 6 and 7. Bit tricky. Turn 8. You gotta get your braking right here. Just ride the curb. Then coming up to 9 and 10, a quick, very tricky left right, and I'm pretty sure he's invalidated there. But continues anyway. Turn 11. Not too much curb being used. Turn 12. Probably have missed a couple. Turn 13. Then 14. Dives into the pits. We won't finish the rest of that lap. I'm pretty sure I missed out a few turns there. Aaron comments, my DRS is broken. Has that recently broke, or was that your lap with that, without that? Because that is very impressive if it was broken and you've managed to set that time. 9 viewers. We're well underway on this Wednesday night here in Australia. The only man on track at the moment is Dutch Tricks. Pretty sure he's on a lap. Let me just confirm that. He's not. Needs to be careful. So Aaron did. Oh yeah, he's hit. How on earth has he not got damage there? Aaron lost his DRS at the end of his outlap, so he did set a 123 without DRS, which is very impressive. Agent Panda, welcome to the stream, mate. Coming into turn 1, he's lagging a little bit on my screen. Well, it will be lagging for the stream as well. 14 viewers. This is massive. Dry to wet race, so dry start. So the people running the softs, we're gonna not ride on board with Dutch. He's lagging quite a bit. So soft runners may go far into this race and wait for the rain. What do we think? Sadly, 2 drivers have not finished this qualifying session, Catamies and Panini. They'll be starting from the back, most likely on the soft compound. Chicken Guy is on a hot lap. Yes, he is. Aaron says, hi viewers. See what Chicken Guy can do. See if he can get into the top 4, maybe top 3 in that Renault. Duttrix gets out of the way very nicely. Not too much curb again. Onto the podium, retires. He won't. Don't think that will have been on purpose. And Chicken Guy goes P4 with a 124 dead. Very good lap, especially on the soft compound. Okay, so who else is on a lap? Tim N12 has just started his lap. Question the commentator, what's your favourite sandwich? It's a good question actually. Probably just a plain ham sandwich really. Connor drove into a wall. That is the update from Aaron. He's very much my Ted Kravitz at the moment. Hopefully that wasn't an insult to you, Aaron. Tim, I believe, is Cress on a lap? Or is he about to start one? He is about to start a lap. More respect for you, had a rapidly... Well, I don't want to call you Martin Brundle because he's boring. Question the commentator, what's it like having Goy as a teammate? Well, last night was fantastic for us, and there's just always a good feeling in the camp really. It was fantastic. Aston, can you tell how little point there is to go out since 50% of the drivers are in the chat? Tim sets a 122.1, he goes 9 tenths quicker. No he doesn't, he goes 1.9 seconds quicker than his teammate with a broken DRS. Can you tell how little point there is to go out since 50%? Yes I can. They seem more focused on the stream tonight. Cress has stopped his lap, so I think he'll be going next lap unless he dives into the pits. And other than that, we've got no drivers on the track actually setting a time. So yeah, bring some more questions in. A good feeling in the camp, is that because Goy is camp? As far as I know he's not. However, there are signs of it. Four minutes left of this session, and Panda has retired from the session. Cress, is he going to start a new lap? He's warming up his tyres, I think he might. Will you do a commentary with your face? I don't really want the viewers to decrease, so probably not, but maybe one day. He takes up... I'm not going to say that, Aaron. I feel like that was a bit clickbait. You want me to say that. Cress starts his lap. Do an Aussie accent. Well, considering that's not a question, I'm going to have to refrain from it. What's your favourite bedtime snack? Oh, that's actually a very good question. Probably toast. Toast, actually. Just like heavily buttered toast before I go to sleep, like a true Geordie type vibe. Yeah, I can see what you mean about that. Camera just comes on to me as I'm commentating. Oh, Cress, can he save it? He saved that brilliantly. Sadly, won't be a time set, but that was a brilliant save from him as his teammate goes past. Describe your favourite kangaroo. Probably the two in that viral video where they're boxing each other. That will always That will always make me laugh. What's the chance of seeing a kangaroo in the race? Well, that is I'm gonna put that 10 to 1. So if you want to put a pound in the chat to see a kangaroo and win 10 back. That wasn't a promotional statement either. And here's the question: is Aaron going to come out for the rest of this qualifying? This is my first time watching an F1 game, and my understanding on F1 is very little. Well, hopefully our league and our drivers can educate you a bit more, and yeah, it is fun to watch, and hopefully there's not too many crashes. What about the one that had the dog in the headlock? That is a very good video, and when the man actually goes and tells him to stop it. More chance of a kangaroo than a Rich T win. Well, that is probably a correct statement. If a kangaroo were to escape onto the track, which driver would you hope will hit it? Well, I hope no driver would hit it, but if I had to put someone who is likely to hit it, probably Chicken Guy, as he wants chickens to reign supreme over the earth. Will a wombat invade the track and do something to Matt Core's leg? Maybe. FGSJ, do you know who this is? No, you're gonna have to explain. Don't ignore my question, I didn't. What about honey badgers? Maybe. Dutch Tricks goes pole 122, dead in the Williams. Tim N is on the Ultra Softs as well. Tyre people used. Aaron said it on the Super Softs, so he's in a very good position. Matt Core's on the Ultras, Cress on Super Softs. And that's about it. Oh right, hello Jason. Do you wear GIMP masks? No I don't. I wear Spider-Man costumes for Halloween. There you go. Right, that's the end of qualifying. And Chicken Guy goes third, 122.8, brilliant. Matt Coors dives into the pits, he'll be starting from P5 maybe. Cress not going to set a lap. And Tim N not going to set a lap either. Just going to wait on him and Cress to retire. Tim retires, just waiting for Cress. Have you ever... If there is a kangaroo on track, we still won't get a safety car. That is very true. Have you ever bent a banana the wrong way? I have. 5 place grid penalty for Cress, which I think is a bit harsh. Not sure what actually happened there. He needs to retire. How much Lego can you shove up your behind? You know the rectangular blocks, about 3 of them. There you go. Yeah, he's out of the top 10. That will put him P11. So just wait for this to come down, and there is the rundown. So in the podium, well, say podium, the P1, 2 and 3 is Dutch Tricks, Tim and 12, Chicken Guy 1, 2, 3. 4th, 5th and 6th, Aaron, Matt Coors, Cress. 7th, 8th and 9th and 10th, Panda, Joe Burns onto the podium, blue flag. And no time was set from Katami's Torco Racer or FTRL Panini. Can you name the word that rhymes with orange? See, you can say it different ways. Not gonna lie, I don't know what I'm watching. Well, I appreciate you being here nonetheless, Jason. It means a lot as a friend. But try and tune in. Can get very exciting at times. Hashtag Panini bottle job. Let's hope not. See, you can, if you say words in a certain way, like orange, you can say stuff like porridge and it'll rhyme in some ways. But yeah, this isn't giving Onto the Podium content for his YouTube videos. So let's get some predictions in the chat. Who do we think is going to be the top 3 for this race? Door hinge. Formation lap. Let's just have a look at the tyres. Ultra soft for Dutch Tricks in the Williams. Then P2 all the way down to P6 is the super soft runners. Then Joe Burns is on the softs. Then onto the podium on the supers. Blue Flag and Katamise on the softs. Cress runs on the super softs. Torco and Panini run on the softs. Okay, Pro Tinter says Dutch is gonna crash. Rover's Revenge, P1, 2 and 3 is all going to be FTRL Panini, everyone else DNFs. Goy first, Goy second, Goy third. Is Goy a catfish? No, Goy's actually a very beautiful man, if I do say so, as him being my teammate. But yeah, the questions will start to calm down now due to this formation lap. And unless there's some retirements, we will be having a few different, well, just a few comments now. He has a face for radio. Okay. I don't understand that statement, Ravers. You're going to have to expand. The Williams is undrivable in the race. Okay. Well, he's done well to get it on pole, so let's hope so. As Tim rides onto the grass there. Oh right. Basically, Jason, they're warming up the tyres before the race starts. But we appreciate you tuning in. So, who do we want to ride on board with? You know what, we're not going to ride on board with anyone. Let's hope we get a better camera angle than that. Okay. 11 viewers getting ready to watch this. We'll ride on board with 5 red lights and away we go in Australia. A lot of tyre smoke. Let's just watch this. Need to all be careful. Dutch goes very wide and he spins. That could be it, and there's a Haas off. There's carnage. Shikingai, Matt Korzaren all come through. Shikingai and Matt Kors challenging each other for the lead there. And Matt Kors takes the lead of this Grand Prix. He gets a 5-second stop go penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. That seems a bit harsh, having to get out of the way of that. Nonetheless, Aaron, let's have a look at the positions after that lap 1 incident. Onto the podium. Cress going up the inside of onto the podium. I believe Cress has lost wing. He does. No, he doesn't. He hasn't lost wing, sorry. Panda's dropped down to P10. I think onto the podium might have damage. He's going very slow. Or maybe he just took that incredibly easy. I don't blame him. Carnage on lap 1. Pro Tinter predicted that. I don't think Dutch will be very happy with you for predicting that, but yeah. Aaron Pitts, has he got, I think he has got damage. Not sure what happened there. Should have been a safety car maybe. Looking at that, Dutch Tricks retires from the session, saying that his car is undrivable. Pro Tinter pretty much predicted every single bit of that. So what's Aaron's plan? He's had to change wing. Can't look at a lot of stuff. It is incredibly laggy. Look at this. This is really hard to watch and commentate on at the same time. Virtual safety car is out. My bad. Apologies for that. So Aaron dived in. That could help him quite a bit, to be honest. He's on the super softs. Is that correct? He is. He is on the super softs. Onto the podium, also pit. So he did have damage. Blue flag up to P5. Virtual safety car is gone. Matt Cause 4 temps up on Chicken Guy. This will be a race long battle, running very similar strategies. Not sure, Agent Panda. I think it's all calming down a bit now. How do you commentate this? Oh, there's damage. There's damage. That is Katami's left side of the wing. Apparently the internet connection is currently not sufficient. However, he's been able to broadcast. Katami's goes wide and he spins. Blue flag gets damage. Drama, and there they touch. Crest kind of bodges his team out of the way there. Okay, Talker Races completely cut that corner onto the podium, so it's the fastest lap of this race so far on the super soft tyres. Chicken Guy. Bit of lag there. Panda down in P12. I think he's struggling quite a bit. Katami's struggling. Aaron back up to P9. Tim and 12 he's still got wing damage. I'm not sure if he's pit again. Blue flag also got damage, so he'll have to come back in. Here's Panini in P6. I feel like anyone that I watch at this moment in time is just going to get damage, and it's... Whew. DRS for Chicken Guy now. Can he make something of this? I don't understand F1 any lessons. Well, the best setup and the best strategy can often win you this race, and the top 10 you get points. If you're outside the top 10 you get nothing. Sector 2 and 3, there's been a yellow flag. Blue flag stays out nonetheless, and Panini got past him. So there is a battle now for I'm going to say P3, however it's more for P4. Panini, Crest, Joe Burns and maybe Torco. Okay, we're going to stick on this. Joe Burns is turning it up a bit. 43% battery. Rover's Revenge saying Panini's going to win this race. He's got a lot of faith in him. Joe Burns slides a bit there. Torco and Joe really need to calm down a bit at this moment in time. They are on the soft tyres. They can go very far into this Grand Prix, so they could even jump Matt and Chicken Guy. We'll see. Chicken Guy's taking it very easy. 100% battery now. Is he going to turn it up? Oh, he's still on medium on my screen. He's still on medium with DRS. Brakes early, makes Matt go defensive. He's going to try it again in the second DRS zone. Here we go, Chicken Guy. Can he get it done around the outside? Matt squeezes him there. Aaron sets the fastest lap of this race so far, 1:25.7. Trying to get the best out of those tyres. Matt Cause does have a stop go as well. Yeah, thank you very much, Ravers. I think that might actually be playing on his mind a bit, Matt Cause. How much battery does he have? He's got 29% battery compared to Chicken Guy's got 100%. There's a yellow flag up ahead. Who is that? That is Katami's. who has now been lapped. DRS zone again for Chicken Guy. He needs to turn up his ERS. He needs to get this move done. Panini up to P4. Very, very observant of you. Sorry, I was just looking at the battle for the lead there. They are very close. I think he's going to... Aaron picks up a time penalty as well. Katamise. Oh, Katamise, what's going on there? Look, he completely blocked Torko, and Torko's forced him onto the grass. Blue flag conditions. Here comes Panini on DRS straight now. For P3. On the soft tyres. Down the inside goes Panini, and he's up to P3. Goes a bit wide. Torko's going to come back on this DRS straight. Here we go. Force India Power versus Renault Power. Panini holds it very well. Brilliant driving from Panini. Joe Burns, very observant of that situation. He needs to turn up his ERS and go for it. I'm not sure if Katami's retired in the pit lane there, but if he has, then there could be a glitch for Joe Burns. Nonetheless, Aaron is catching up to Cress very quickly. I'm not sure if Cress has got an issue. I think he's got damage on the left side there. Left side of his car, I think he has. Nonetheless, Chicken Guy and Matt Cause still incredibly close together. Joe Burns round the outside of Torko. Can he get it done? Gives him a lot of room. Brilliant from Joe Burns in that Sauber. Fantastic driving. Torko looks like it dived down the inside there, but it was just a bit of lag. And he gets it done. Brilliant from Joe Burns. Chicken Guy still can't find a move past Matt Cause. Nonetheless, Torko is going to have 2 chances at DRS now. Picks up a time penalty as well. DRS open. Blue flag sound in P11. What's happened there? He's on the ultra softs. Not sure if that's the tyre he meant to go on. Chicken Guy to win, says Jason. He's putting a bold prediction in. Well, both Renault drivers being tipped to win. Chicken Guy he needs to turn up his ERS. What's Matt Cause on 20%? Blue flag picks up a time penalty as well. I think Chicken Guy's just making sure his tyres aren't losing grip or anything compared to Matt. Matt is defensively... I think he's a bit shaken up from that stop-go actually. I mean, there's nothing he can do about it. He has to serve it. DRS now for Chicken Guy. He still can't gain. He's not turning up that ERS at all. Makes Matt Cause go defensive. Can he get a better run now? DRS open once again. Nothing he can do. Torko racer on Joe Burns again. They touch once more. Joe Burns will lose that position at this moment in time. DRS. Joe Burns defensively down the inside. Squeezes it. Torko gets a very good run, it must be said. Down the inside, can Joe hold it round the outside? No, he's been squeezed, but Joe's going to get a better run. Down the inside, they almost touch. Aaron got past Cress in the midst of all that. Apologies for missing that. And Aaron is well and truly on the back of this. Panini catching top 2 and will be on the faster tyre later. Yeah, indeed, he will rave his revenge. He's closing that gap. Here comes Aaron now. DRS, can he get a double overtake? Look at the speed. He's had to lift off. Torko's touch and it's carnage. They've both crashed. Joe Burns and Torko both crash. I'm not sure what happened there. Aaron gets the double overtake done. That is carnage. He hasn't lost damage. He hasn't lost wing, I don't think, Aaron. Joe Burns definitely has. And he comes into the pits. Huge drama in Australia. Massive crash. That really should be a safety car. And whilst the sky's getting darker, this race is becoming more interesting. Aaron up into P4 now. Chicken Guy and Matt Cause still neck and neck. Round the outside now. It does look like it's starting to rain. It has started raining. Who has the fastest car at the moment? Arguably, you'd say it would either be Aaron or actually, it's both the Renaults. I think Force India is the least fastest. Could be wrong. But with this rain coming down, could we see Panini take the lead? The harder compound is a lot easier to drive in the rain compared to the super soft. So let's see. It's a bit too early to drive into the pits at the moment, so they'll stay out one more. DRS before it's turned off. Here we go, Chicken Guy. Can he gain? Yeah, he's turning down his ERS. Tim N picks up a penalty in P6. He's 6 tenths behind Cress. He's just about to turn up his ERS. And DRS, sorry. Drama. Joe Burns currently saying P10 after all that. Surprised that Joe Burns racing in and Matt caused a spun. He spun and he's rejoined. Oh, that could have been disastrous. He's lost wing now, Matt Cause. He needs to get out of the way of the racing line because Aaron is coming. It's saying Aaron's on the softs on my screen. Did you see that change of colour from his tyres? Matt is really struggling. So he's going to have a wing change and a stop go. So that's 12 seconds added to his original pit stop. Even more drama. And here comes Panini. Bit of lag. Thought it was I thought that was him gone. But the Renault is currently running 1 and 2. I know someone in this race at the moment would be happy about that. Everyone play with wheel or controller. It really can vary. Some drivers use a wheel, some just prefer to use controller. Panini dives into the pits. Aaron stays out. I'm surprised that Panini stayed. He's come in. Matt Cause comes in. He'll be having a wing change. Tim N pits as well. So does Cress. Onto the podium will he pit? Yes, he does. Panda, is he going to pit? Panda pits. Let's have a look at Aaron and Chicken Guy. How they fare at this moment in time. Panini straight out onto the intermediate tyres. Have Aaron and Chicken Guy made a mistake here? Panini fueled low from start. His light has been yellow. This will help him in the rain. That is a very, very good point, Raver's Revenge. Joe Burns picks up a 5-second stop go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. His race is just going from bad to worse at this moment in time. DRS disabled. And here comes Panini. Gaining so much time on these both, on the slicks. Oh, Chicken Guy really needs to hold it there. Here comes Aaron, taking it very slow. Very sensible as well. And Panini is just gaining even more time on them. Onto the podium jumps so many people in the pit lane. He goes up to P4. I think there was a lot of wing changes. It's saying people are on the super soft, but as you can tell on my screen, it is saying that they're on the inters as well. Chicken Guy dives in now, as will Aaron. So, where is Panini? How far is Panini going to be ahead of these? Called it Chicken Guy. The race is not over yet, Jason, mate. I think Panini It's got a massive, massive chance of this. Here comes Panini. Chicken Guy rejoins. Oh, it's going to be close. Panini's got to leave space for his teammate, and Panini takes the lead of this Grand Prix. Aaron's still in P3, and onto the podium is quite a bit behind Aaron. 4/10 behind. Renault's currently 1-2. Both. Oh, and Tim M retires. What's happened there? Where's he lost that? Yellow flag. Has he lost it on the straight? I think he did. I think he lost it near the pit lane. Cress overtakes Matt Cause. I think Matt Cause ran a dry setup because he's really struggling in these wet conditions. And here comes Panda, the championship leader by 29 points. And his nearest rival is currently down in P9. Will it get to full wets? That is a very good question. It could do. Matt Cause runs onto the grass. He is not liking this wet weather at all. Meanwhile, Chicken Guy trying to gain on his teammate, but I think he has a nickname in FTRL. I think a few people do call Panini King of the Wet in this league. So we could see another masterclass from him. Not to jinx him or anything. And Panda looks to have the better setup compared to Matt Cause for these conditions. Here we go. Still 16 laps left, 17 laps left of this race. Could we see a safety car by the end? Panini also good in the wet. He was in the top 4 in the world for another track that we previously raced on. Railway's Revenge coming in with all the information tonight, despite him not being in the commentary box. And you have my full appreciation, sir. Oh, Panini had a little wobble there. Both of them performance admins as well in the Renault. Oh, Panini. Oof. Don't worry me like that. Oof. Some good defensive driving at the moment. Can Chicken Guy get a run on Panini? I think Panini's just saving his ERS and fuel at this moment in time. Nonetheless, here comes Chicken Guy in the Renault, the exact same car. Will there be a move? No, very sensible. Don't think team orders going to be played in this. Oh, Chicken Guy, good save actually. Aaron is closely gaining up to this as well. We are nearly on 100 comments in the stream, so keep commenting what you think is going to happen in the rest of this race. Let's get to triple digits for the comments. It's been a brilliant race so far. 99. Where's the 100th comment? Full wet soon, says Agent Panda. Could be. And here comes Chicken Guy once again. The more Panini holds up Chicken Guy, the closer Aaron's going to get. I think team orders may have to be shown at this moment in time. 100th comment, there it is. 101. We've made triple digits. It's been a yellow flag in sector 2. We won't look at that at the moment. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Jason, mate. It is a very, very interesting sport. And here we go. Panini might have to let him through because Chicken Guy does seem faster at the moment. Aaron is gaining. He's closed that up by 7 tenths in the last lap, so something might have to happen here. I'm all for racing, but in terms of the championship, Aaron is hungry for points, and he'll be looking to get back up to where he is, well, where he belongs. The current champion of this division, he wants to do his best, and the spray of these two Renaults is going all over Aaron's visor. Onto the podium. He's currently 10 seconds behind the top 3. Agent Panda says, come on Aaron. I think a few people are going to be rooting for him. Bit of lag there. Sends my brain thinking about what could have happened. Chicken Guy getting another good run on Panini. They really need to be careful they don't take each other out here. Oh, Panini, he's had a bad run. Chicken Guy's going to go up the inside. He goes onto the grass. And Panini leads. And Aaron goes past Chicken Guy. So is Aaron going to take the lead of this Grand Prix? Hello, other Dan. Here we go. Aaron, can he get a run now? Chicken Guy, he's also going to have a run on Aaron. Aaron will either have to be defensive or he'll have to attack. What's he going to do? Chicken Guy just gets out of the way of all the spray there. Oh, Aaron nearly loses it. Aaron's going to have to be a bit defensive. This all plays into Panini's hands, because if these two keep battling, Panini can actually develop a gap to the point where he can afford a little slide every now and again. Oh, Aaron's gone onto the grass. Chicken Guy slowed down there, so there wasn't actually an incident. Respect to him. Oh, Chicken Guy. Little wobble there. Very unlucky from him. Is Aaron going to turn it up? There's a yellow in sector 1 and 2. Briefly see if that is anything. Not sure it is. Panini going to get away while Aaron and Chicken Guy battle. I think you commented that before Chicken Guy had his little wobble there. Full wets, Agent Panda saying. 14 laps left. Well, going into 13 laps left of this Grand Prix. Aaron, he's getting a... I think Aaron's just getting more used to these conditions. Onto the podium is slowly but surely closing this gap. Blue flag and Panda battling. Blue flag goes past Panda. But Williams looks undrivable in the rain. Championship leader is now P8. The stream's broke apparently. Is anyone... And Aaron gets past Panini. Sorry that I missed that. Was reading a few comments in the stream. Fantastic from Aaron. Can Panini fight back? Chicken Guy may look to overtake his teammate. Can Aaron run away with this now? Everyone needs to keep the head in the rain. I sound like Jonathan Ross then. Oh, Panini's had a bit of a wobble. Chicken Guy really needs to turn up his RS now and just get this move done. And I think Panini has let his teammate through there. Just to say, go on then, you have a go. See how much pace you've got. 115 comments in the stream. Thank you, Agent Panda, for that. There is still hope yet, Ravers. 12 viewers at this moment in time. You've been brilliant all from the start. Could we see onto the podium, close this gap and have a battle with Panini? Aaron has already got a 2.3 lead, 2.3 second lead over Chicken Guy. Well, Panda has gone on to the full wets. And he's done a lap on him. Agent Panda? There you go, mate. Someone's listened to you. Do we think these intermediates will last till the end? Will there be another pit stop? There are a few gaps developing now. There aren't any close battles really. And Panini dives into the pits. Is he going on the full wets? Could this be an undercut? Are they? No, they are. They're intermediates. I think Panini's just making sure that his tyres go to the end. Could that prove to be a smart choice for Panini? He's got 10 laps, 11 laps to go on them. Very, very interesting race at this moment. Panini picks up a time penalty for his troubles as well. I believe Aaron picked one of them up as well, so Panda is slower on the full wets. It does look that way at this moment in time. Matt Kors has gone onto the full wets. He's also had a wing change, so Joe Burns will get that position. Panini, no! He has slid and he's broken his wing. He's not going to be happy with that. After all the hype he had from Waver's Revenge, he's lost his wing on the exit curb of turn 4. Crest currently in P4. I thought Panini might have been able to save that, but no such luck. And Panini lost a place to blue flag there. Will he pit again? Panda's gone back onto the intermediates. Currently in P9, he'll pick up 2 points. Panda back on the inters. Yeah, it's very unlucky from Panini. He was having a fantastic race before that pit stop. Nonetheless, Aaron needs to get at least 3 seconds ahead of Chicken Guy, because I know that Aaron has a penalty. I'm not sure if Chicken Guy does. If anyone in the chat does know that, feel free to let me know. Oh, I'm always nervous when cars go onto the grass because anything could happen. $14 viewers. The closest battle we have on track is Aaron and Chicken Guy. The top 3 will be Aaron, Chicken Guy and Podium, not in that exact order. Well, it just look like that at the moment. There's a continuous yellow flag. Onto the podium is going to dive into the pits. Just as Jason predicts. Blue flag. Are these tyres going to make it to the end for Aaron and Chicken Guy? Ravers says they are. Are they going to? If that's the case, onto the podium could get a quite big undercut on these two if they don't go to the end. It's been a very, very interesting race in terms of DNFs and crashes. We had a incident on lap 1, and then later on in the race Aaron got a double overtake done, and that involved Torco crashing out and Joe Burns spinning out, and from there this race has been nothing short of brilliant, to be honest. There's been strategy calls, there's been pit stops, which makes you think some of these drivers might not go to the end, so I'm not sure. But if we are thinking about pitting, then onto the podium's made a good call. That's the way I look at it at the moment. Chicken Guy to do me proud, says Jason. Well, he had a disappointing result last night. He didn't finish in Singapore after he was running in P3 for a very long time, and I mean, luckily that promoted me to P5. But no, other than that, it was incredibly unlucky, and I think he'll be looking for bit to redeem himself tonight. So. Excuse me. Matt Cause 5-second stop, go for speeding in the pit lane. Panini picks up a time penalty as well. Joe Burns up into P6. What and how did you get into F1? What got me into F1? That's a very good question. I think watching the older racers back in the day, like Michael Schumacher, it was more 2005, 2006, like Fernando Alonso. Their battles really got me into it as a kid. I actually had a signed Michael Schumacher Ferrari jacket. I still have that to this day. I wasn't a Ferrari fan. I love Schumacher. And I think most of it was me and my dad had a good relationship for a period of time where we'd always go down to, not to watch F1, but just to watch racing at Donington Park. And yeah, those are good old days. But now I'm looking forward to going to Silverstone actually to watch F1 again. Should be a massive experience. I would honestly recommend getting into F1 It's an extremely exciting sport, and there's nothing like it. And for this league to run 3 days a week, every week, is brilliant. It really stops us missing F1 in terms of real life on the TV, and this is what this league does. It gives us our own little go of it all, and as you can see, it really does mean a lot to the drivers. Nonetheless, that gap is not changing with Chicken Guy and Aaron. I think he might be maintaining 2.7 second gap, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what's going on here, because I'm not sure if Chicken Guy's got a penalty. I'm not sure. I know Aaron's got a penalty, but I don't know. It is odd. There's continuous yellow flags. Not sure what is going on. .1 seconds now. Played a demo of F1 years ago. It was the hardest thing to play. It's even harder now. Tyre temperatures and everything. Great answer, Dan. No problem, mate. Thank you. 3.5 seconds now. That gap has gone up by 7 tenths as Aaron turned it up. No, he's just driving a lot quicker, I believe. He's hitting all the apex by the looks of it. Chicken Guy has a little wobble. Chicken Guy, he really needs to turn this up now. And it's Cress gonna pit. I think that's what Onto the Podium is hoping for at this moment in time, because that's the reason he pit. And Cress is on the podium at the moment. It says he's on super softs on my screen. There's no way he'd be driving that. All bow down immediately to the biggest noob of all time, Goy's here. I think he drove quite well last night, and unluckily got a bit of wing damage. And it's my pleasure to have him as a teammate in Division 2 Ravers, so I will bow down to him, yes. However, he's not a noob. Also, there is a little driver's interview. So let's have a little vote in the chat. To those that we've got in here, we've got 11 viewers at this moment in time. There are about 4 or 5 drivers that want to be interviewed. We have Onto the Podium wants to be interviewed, Blue Flag, Joe Burns, Spurge, who is currently not here. Panini would also like to be interviewed. So put down in the chat who you want interviewed for the Performance League. That gap is closing up now. Chicken Guy looks to have turned it up a bit. Okay, we have 1 vote for Panini. Ravers and Goy, who do you want to see interviewed for the Performance League? Never fails to make me laugh, Ravers. Panini, 2 votes for Panini, so looks to be a favourite in terms of interviewing. 14 viewers. It's been nothing short of a fantastic race. However, we've had a shortened grid tonight. Some drivers just haven't been able to make it, but the brilliance of this race has been amazing. All the drivers have gone 110% in this, and it's been fantastic. I think onto the podium might be kicking himself if he's not able to. Well, if Crest doesn't spin or anything, or doesn't do anything bad, I think he might be kicking himself. FTRL meaning what? It means Full Throttle Racing League, the best F1 esports league there is, pretty much. Coming into the penultimate lap. 2 seconds. Chicken Guy's turning it up now. Chicken Guy is closing the gap. Is Aaron struggling as he used the best of those tyres? Oh no, and Aaron's binned it! Aaron's gone! Carnage! Aaron has completely lost it! He's gonna be so annoyed with himself there. That is incredibly unlucky. That hands Chicken Guy the race win. Cannot believe that. And that literally promotes everyone up one place as well. Aaron is going to be absolutely furious with that. It's incredibly unlucky. But I think age tyres really played a part there. Chicken Eye coming round the last sector. He'll feel quite happy with that, despite that drama at the end. Coming into the last 2 corners. And there it is. He wins his first race in FTRL. Jason called it all the way back on lap 5. Cress comes home in P2 in the McLaren. And dare I say it, onto the podium. Will come home on the podium. Blue Flag will come home in P4. Joe Burns P5. Matt Cause. I'm not sure how many penalties Matt Cause has got, if any, but Panda might jump him. Nonetheless, here comes Joe Burns, P5 and Sauber, not bad at all. However, a stop go won't mean a lot to him. Was a very good race indeed. Panda jumps him, and the last man who was favourite to win this race to a number of drivers will come home in P6. He'll feel quite hard done by, but yeah, brilliant race overall. Incredibly unlucky for some drivers, but other than that, it was a great race, and we'll be right with you with the podium interviews. Just invite Chicken Guy, and I think he can invite his friend Chris. Although I've managed to invite myself, so there's no issue with that. There's your rundown. So, on the podium, Chicken Guy, Cress, and onto the podium, P5, P4, 5 and 6, Blue Flag, Joe Burns and Panini. 7th and 8th was Panda, Matt Cause, and the people who did not finish was Aaron, Tim and 12, Torco, Casamese and Dutch Tricks. Welcome lads. Congratulations to all of you.
Cress's mic's broke, so I don't think he'll be joining us.
Okay, so I'll invite the next person, which was Blue Flag. Who is not appearing online. Well, nonetheless, we've got the race winner, so we can start the questions anyway. Talk us through that insane race. Obviously, congratulations as well, but that was insane.
Well, so I'll tell you through the whole thing if you really want. Qualifying, well, we noticed it was going to be wet for the race, so went out on a wet setup. On the ultra soft, no, sorry, the super soft, because we were hoping that was going to be able to make it to the rain period, so I wouldn't have to stop before it again. And then I was with Matt Cause and I got away at the start. Obviously there was quite a large crash, and then unfortunately I had a bit of a collision with Matt Cause. I don't know whether it's down to desync or I don't know, but obviously very sorry for Matt because he could have a much better result than he did, so that's unfortunate for him. Then myself and Panini, I believe it was, my teammate. Yeah. So that was a bit of an awkward situation with the pit stops, but I think we managed to deal with that quite well. And then I believe he let me through when Aaron got past him, so obviously big thanks to him for doing that. And then I was just trying to maintain the gap to Aaron because I was hearing that he had a penalty, and I was just trying to keep within 3 seconds. I believe I was managing to do that, and then obviously I believe he binned it by himself, so obviously very unfortunate for him, but happy to take the win.
Of course, mate. Did you see anything in that turn 1 incident? Because that was quite a massive crash between Dutch Tricks.
Between them, I don't know. They seem to go too wide through the first corner. Then I believe it might have been Dutch, got pushed onto the grass slightly, spun, and then came back across the track and hit Tim 12. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, but I'll have a look at my footage afterwards.
Okay. Well, that was an insane race. And what was your reaction when you saw what happened to Aaron? Because that was hardly predicted. No one predicted that.
Yeah, well, I came round the right-hander and I just saw him in the wall, and I was just like, oh, he's binned it, I suppose. So obviously I feel bad for him, but at the time I was quite happy because I knew back from there I'd press behind me like 15 seconds behind, something like that, so I could just cruise it home. Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, mate, congratulations on your first performance win.
Thank you very much.
Onto the podium, he's on the podium. Also, before we get into the questions, Connor, my friend Jason, Marcus, predicted that you'd win this race on lap 5. So,
well, I suppose your mate Jason should have put a bet on it or something.
Congrats, mate.
Cheers.
Do you want to talk us through that, Connor? I mean, in terms of YouTube content, it didn't look like there was a lot for you.
No, I caught the end of the turn 1 crash. I have no idea what actually started it, but I think Aaron rejoined onto the track and was slow, and I just clipped his rear, so lost a bit of wing. Pit onto the supers and took them to the rain period. Got quite lucky with the intermediate tyres, and when I pit, I seemed to nail that and went up to, I think I went up to 3rd or possibly 4th. And then literally nothing else happened. Drove in the wet for a bit and then thought, I've got nothing to lose, I might as well pit and try and make up some time on fresh inters. Didn't work out, but luckily Aaron bottled it, and I picked up 3rd.
Looking on that interview I did with Aaron, and he spoke about, you know, he wants to beat you all the time. Is that similar for you? Do you always want to beat him?
I'm so glad you brought that up. Well, it's always satisfying when I beat Aaron. It's even more satisfying when he's the one that caused him to lose. So I'm sure I'll be reminding him of this moment for the foreseeable future.
Okay. What's this mean for you? I mean, you was 3rd, I believe, in the championship. I could be wrong saying that.
Possibly 6th after. Let's have a look. Yeah, so 6th before this race. So I've no idea where I'd be. Possibly 5th or 4th.
What's that do for your championship hopes? Do you think you'll catch Panda or?
Oh God, no! He's won it already. I'm just aiming for 2nd now. Hopefully, back-to-back runner-up places. I'll take it, I guess, after a very up and down season.
Okay, mate. Well, congratulations on your podium, nonetheless. And
thanks.
Nice name.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, so I didn't think I'd be seeing you this soon, since Monday, but Chris wasn't able to join.
You know from my message earlier, I was expecting to be in here much sooner.
Yeah, you did well to hold that all together, mate. You had a bit of damage. At one point, you had an incident. Not sure what happened there. Do you want to talk us through that?
Yeah, well, lap 1, turn 1, I was busy trying to avoid one incident, and then there was all the carnage out on the right hand side from the guys in front, so I kept left and managed to get through that unscathed. And then I found myself behind Katamise and Torco, And following them for a lap or two, I could see that at some point those two were going to come together. It happened, and I couldn't avoid it. I was closer than I wanted to be. So through turn 1, as Cat lost it, I drove into him. Lost a bit of wing, pitted for the ultra softs. Took those to the rain period, got a fastest lap out of it. So look, I've done more than one lap, so I'm happy.
Are you happy with P4? You know, just obviously with the McLaren as well, you're seen as quite a quick driver being in the slower car, so...
Don't let that P4 fool you. I had no pace. The only reason I'm P4 is through other drivers' misfortune, so... But as the saying goes, to finish first you've got to finish.
That's very true.
Alright, I didn't finish first, I finished P4, but in my eyes that's a win round here in that car.
In terms of your championship hopes and targets, what's reasonable for you? I mean, you sat P5 at the start of this, and you was one.
After last season, finishing P3, I suppose a top 3 would be the hope. I mean, at the moment, the way that things are, I'd quite happily finish inside the top 5. But a top 3 would be the ultimate goal, I think.
Okay,
like I kind of said, Panda's out of sight, so...
You was 8 points behind Dutch Tricks, and he's retired. So, you've gained a position on there as well.
I've just done the maths for the standings.
Okay.
So, Panda will obviously hold the lead. Joe will be second. I think I'll be third, and Simon will be fourth.
Okay. Not bad at all. Thank you very much for doing that, Connor.
That's right.
And just as like a group question, what do we think about the next race?
Silverstone.
Yeah, the home Grand Prix for many drivers in this league.
Well, I suppose it all depends on what car you get.
Ooh. Confident on the track though?
So for me.
I quite like Silverstone. Yeah, I think it's alright actually. Could have a bit of weather come into play.
I'm not sure you might lug the car you put in next week though, however. Despite that. Although you are a performance admin, we can't have any...
He's the admin, he can put himself in any car he likes.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite work like that.
Abuse of power, as Colin would describe it. Nonetheless, lads, congratulations to you all on your podium, and that was a great race.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Well,
as always, thanks for commentating.
No problem at all, mate. Speaking of commentating, join me and Simon and maybe Rover's Revenge next Monday night at 8 PM for the Division 1 race in Azerbaijan. See you then.